beauties, thank you for joining me for another video. And as you can see by the title, today we're going to be doing some all pink nails. So starting with my Enailcouture Extreme Square, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my sizes and then file the tips of the press-ons with a light nail file. So I'm using my nail holder from Amazon. I'll go ahead and link it down below, and some silly tack, and I'm just cutting it up, molding it together, and putting it on the nail holders so I can stick on my press-on nails. So after you've pressed on your nails nice and tight, what you want to do is grab your pink glitter polish from Enailcouture, which I'll link down below, and just gather whatever pink glitter that you think you'll need. So I didn't use every single glitter or rhinestone you see here. So it's almost a freestyle when it comes in terms to that. So you can add as much pink glitter or as little as you need, or rhinestones as well. So I got my gel polish from my Beetles set, and I'm also going in the Abrit set, and I'm getting whatever pink is in there as well for me to use. So I'm grabbing my top gel and my base gel from Beetles Top It Off. And I'm starting with the base gel, and I'm just going to apply it to the nail. So this is completely optional. Like, you don't have to do this at all. I don't even think I did this, continue this on the rest of the nails. So it's really up to your personal preference. So after you've cured the nail and you've wiped it off with rubbing alcohol, we're actually going to go ahead and take our pink polish from the Abrit collection in color I01. And what I'm actually going to do here is I usually take a extra nail out just for creation purposes, I guess you could say. So I just take it out and I test out all the colors that I am planning to use on the nail. So I would recommend that you do this as well. It really helps put into perspective how it's going to turn out on top of the nail. Also, while getting all the colors in perspective, I also found the design that I wanted to do. So just by the look of that. So I decided to start with my Abrit pink colors in I02 and I01. And on the pinky nail, I actually decided with those two colors to do an ombre, and it turned out pretty good. So starting with my first color, which I believe is the 02. But with whatever pink you're using, you can format it the way that you want. So lighter pink on bottom or on top, whichever way you want. And I blended it out. I started with actually a lint wipe, but then I realized that I could use a wedge, a sponge wedge. I think it's actually for makeup, and I got it at Dollar Tree. but it worked pretty well in blending the gel for me. So as you can see, I'm literally just blotting in between the two colors with the sponge. However, there are tutorials on YouTube where I believe you put one of the colors on the sponge and then you just blend it out into the other color. So that's something I would recommend doing, is looking up that, or I can actually do a tutorial if you guys would like. So next, I took the color I10 in the same Abric kit, and it is a pretty translucent, not too translucent, not too opaque, and I went ahead and I applied this all over the ombre. So be sure not to layer it too much. So I believe one layer is honestly enough, and that's all that I did. And then you want to go ahead and cure it and then wipe it. Okay, so next I'm taking the color I02 in the light pink in the Abric kit, and I'm applying it all over the nail. So this is actually the middle finger. So one fun fact is I don't design my nails from pinky to thumb or thumb to pinky or in order at all. So it's whatever nail I feel like doing next and what design comes to my next. So I just really enjoyed this creative process, and I encourage that, you know, you do the same. So it's just really fun, carefree, and just do whatever you feel, whatever comes to mind, especially with this all pink set. So I go ahead and grab my Beetles polish in the color 763, and I apply it all over the index finger. So I go ahead and I grab my pink Mylar flakes. Oh, I whistle. My pink Mylar flakes, and I set those to the side. You can use whatever you have as far as pink glitter. And I take my pointed tweezers and the color 153 in the Enailcouture polish. So I'm applying the light pink glitter all over the index nail, and what you're going to do is take your pointed tweezers. So do not cure the pink polish at all. Just take your pointed tweezers while the polish is still wet, and go ahead with your Mylar flakes or whatever pink form of glitter or substance you're using and press it onto the nail. So if you are using Mylar flakes, make sure that you press it down because they are a little stiff. So you want to make sure that they lay completely flat. So after you've done that, you just want to go ahead and go in with your top coat and cure the nail and wipe it. So going back to that middle finger, you just want to grab your Beetles polish in the color 763, that same color we were using before, and apply a thin coat over the middle finger. So with the ring finger, I decided that the sample nail that has all the colors on it honestly had a pretty decent design to copy, so I went ahead and I just copied it. So I took the first color from the Abric collection in I02, and I started at the top and I just started alternating these colors. And I took I10, the pink glitter, and then I took the Enailcouture color in 153, and I also took the color 763 from the Beetles collection, and I just was just swirling, doing whatever pattern, but in the same color coordination as the sample nail. So this part is entirely up to you, however you want to ordered the colors and everything like that. But definitely be sure when you're spotting your gel polish, they can become pretty thick. So I just filed it down to just slim up the design a little, because remember, we are going in and we're adding a top coat, so we don't want the nail to be too bulky. So just to add a little pizzazz to it so it won't be too boring, I went in with the color I02 with a liner pen and a liner brush actually and I went in between each of the colors just to add some type of definition to the design. Now, the light pink was getting to be a little too much. It was looking a little too pale, a little too plain. So I went in with the color I10 from the Abrit collection and added it to some of those pink layers to just give it an overall pink look, you know? So going to the thumb, I decided to actually copy the index, not the index, the ring finger. And like I said earlier, you don't have to copy the design to a T, down to the detail. So I did the thumbnail just like I did the ring finger, but I wasn't precise with it. So I just went as I please, just however your hand sways and moves, that's how you want to apply the color. And once I was done with that, I cured it, and then I started adding my shiny top coat from Enailcouture, which I'll link down below as well. And I top coated all of my nails. So at this point, the design can be done, but I just looked at my rhinestones and I was like, I want to do something with either the light pink or the silver to add some jazz to the nails. So, you know, nails are never complete without finishing touches. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the middle finger again. So it looked pretty plain to me, and it was a darker pink. It kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. Get it? I'm kidding. But I took my liner pen and I took the lighter color pink from the Abrit collection in I02 once again, and I just did 2 parallel lines, or tried to be parallel. They were a little crooked, I'm sure, but that's okay. And I also took color I10, so the light pink, and I used my liner brush and applied it in between the 2 lines. And with those same 2 colors, I10 and I02, I went to the thumb and I did 1 continuous line using both of those colors. So as you can see, I'm going over the middle finger and I'm just layering that light pink once again. And on the thumb, I am adding that glitter pink on top of the light pink, you know, just to add some complexity. And I went in with the pink rhinestones. So they're so light pink that they appear to be silver, but I feel like you can tell the difference. The light pink added a unity to the overall design. And I added some of the light pink rhinestones also to the pinky nail because it felt a little left out. A little pinky. So it all came together, and after that I went in with more finishing touches actually. So I believe with the I10 on the liner brush, I applied it to the thumbnail, so a cross, almost like a cross, as you guys will see. And I just made some colors more opaque on the nail So you can do that as you please, or you can leave it just the way it is. Okay, so as the final step, I just went ahead and applied my shiny top coat gel, cured it, wiped it, and that's it, you guys. So that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I lost the clip for this video, so you guys are going to see some pictures, but I thank you guys for watching this. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.